do the passengers think that British Rail is such a joke?
Because, well, why is it such a joke? Difficult. We know of the old leaves on the line, which is quite a serious problem actually, and we had the wrong type of snow syndrome, which again was true. It was the wrong type of snow in that it got drawn into the blowers and mucked up the motors. But it's things like middle to higher management coming out with changing the names of passengers to customers. And there's no guards on British Rail anymore, they're conductors. And there's this corporate image that says that if you change the names of things, or change the colour of things, i.e. painting units red, white and blue, that somehow the service miraculously gets better. Well, the truth is at the rough end, as the passengers know, it doesn't. It still continues on in its old ramshackle way. It might look in parts good, but once you move away from the main lines, you're looking at a service that's really falling apart.
Yeah, half a minute, can I get this back first?
What's he making back?
This signal box,
Straight down, Andy.
every station along, on this panel, there was a signal box. And this signal box done away with 92 men in 1970, October 1970, when it was built. And there was 11 signalmen came in here to operate it. And I was one of the original 11 when the box opened. This was one of the top jobs when it came in. But it's, unfortunately, over the years, it's like everything else. It's just deteriorated and nobody has kept it up. The problem is at the moment is, as I say, the equipment, half the equipment's not working, which is putting more pressure on these signalmen.
What sort of equipment?
Well, it's the train descriptions, these here. See, that's a train description. Now, providing that was working correctly, that one's all right, but half of them, as you see earlier, or what you can see earlier, there's one there, see? That is, it's only the fact that he's knows from London Breeds, that's the Angosteens, Barden Mill to Angosteens. But that should have a number in there, 6030.
It'll come up on there.
Yeah, but, you know, this is a problem.
Why isn't it showing a number?
Well, because they haven't got the money. It's all packing up. They all wants new equipment, and as far as I'm concerned, the government's not put the money into the railways. This is what it needs. It needs investment. This is what it needs.
I mean, if you take this railway at the moment compared to the French and the German, they're both very fine systems, but they're both publicly funded and supported and invested in. And I know the people on this job, I know the people at the front end, I know the guards, and there's a lot of good people that could run this railway as good as the French and the Germans, if not better, if we had the similar sort of investment levels that they've got. If you take the German system, for example, we get a fraction of the subsidy that they do. And the same with the French. It's quite something like a third of the subsidy that the French get for their railway. Given those sort of levels of investment, we can perform. There's no problem about that.
It is a customer that I feel sorry for, because they shouldn't be put in this position. I mean, come next month, April, they're going to dismantle half of these stations. So if we get a problem outside with a pair of points, there's no way we can get hold of the chap on the stage and say, well, can you go down there and wind them over so we can run the trains, because there won't be nobody there. We've got to wait for a man to go from Dartford, say, to Sidcup. But if he's going to get a taxi in the rush hour from Dartford to Sidcup, these poor people are sitting on these signals here and we can't move them. And if they're standing, it's a commuter train and they're standing and they've still got another half an hour's ride to London, it's no joke. It's no joke.